Hello everyone. So basically Molly and I have decided to do our video together just because we've done everything together for our college career. It only seemed to make sense that we do this together as well. We were thinking back to our first, couple days at Geneseo, and we were very nervous for classes to start because we didn't know what to expect, but we'd read that this level of academics here is pretty intimidating. So we were nervous, to say the least, when we first started classes, but as we started to really get into the swing of things, I think curiosity overcame any intimidation factor that we had, and I definitely think that the unique and individual ways that professors conducted their classrooms definitely helped with that. Thinking back to Barb's physical anthropology, it's not something we thought we were going to like, but we ended up really enjoying it and went on to take further classes with her. But she would tell stories about her dogs who were adorable, or she told us one story about this kid. She was discussing bonobos and how they really aren't as loving as everyone seems to think they are, and how this one particular bonobo was being mutilated in a particular area, and this kid almost passed out. So it was very funny in the moment. So it's things like that.
Or like Denise, her class that she would always show these videos. Like I remember last semester hearing about her, she showed like Open Gangnam Style, or we went to sociolinguistics last semester and she had this video from Rocky Horror Picture Show, the Time Warp actually, for Halloween, and Molly and I are both pretty excited because we love that. But just, she's one of the few professors that actually, if not the only professor that plays human versus zombies on the campus, and I think, yeah, that's awesome for the anthro department.
or Christy, who she's incredibly nice, and this past week she was really busy, but she helped everyone, in INTD get their papers read and understand where they should go for their final draft. But then in forensics, she'll be talking about these subjects that for me personally can make my stomach cringe, but she's just, the level of enthusiasm is pretty great.
Then we think of Paco. We had met him for transfer orientation. We had been introduced as Dr. Checo, and okay. And so we get a couple months in here, we kept hearing this man called Paco, and we're like, who is Paco? And we finally made the connection that it was Dr. Pacheco, but he's pretty much notorious for his archaeology class and showing Indiana Jones' high level of enthusiasm for that, which is pretty cool because who doesn't love Indiana Jones?
Thinking back to Ann Judkins' class for the ethnography of childbirth in America, that's an example of how, anthropology, learning about anthropology, but also the ways in which classes were applicable to our own lives and things that we can use, in our future. And
Dr. Judkins.
Dr. Judkins.
His classes, if anything, have just been really interesting and fascinating for us. I remember, like, our first semester here, we took ethnography of the Iroquois, and I just remember being like, this is, I don't know, just unlike anything I've really learned before. I remember, like, oh my god, being geeky and sending the books back to my parents, saying, like, you need to read this. This is just so interesting and different from anything we've ever really learned before.
Yeah.
But, like, aside from that, like, the students, I feel like, who we've interacted with have really made this experience great as well. And going to, Anthro Club, particularly this semester, this year, I mean, just chatting with them about classes to take and, how we're kind of struggling with some homework, and I think that was kind of a great bonding experience, and we've made friends.
And going to lunch with with the theory people, that was great. And I also think that Sandy and Aaron and all the people who'd gone to field school prior to helped us decide to go, and I think that's one of the best decisions we've made at Geneseo.
Yeah, I mean, we got to do. It was a great hands-on experience. I mean, we got to interact with like artifacts, but then at the end of the day we get to come home, shower in the creek, which is pretty cool, and then just hang out at the bonfire and talk about the most random things. Got to learn about some constellations and learn some more about the Hopewell. Yeah. So pretty much our time here at Geneseo has been brief, almost too brief it feels like, but we've had a great experience here, and we've interacted with some great people, and we just want to say thank you for all that you guys have given to us. We haven't given back a whole lot, and we're sorry about that, but thank you anyway for everything.
Thank you.